You know, it's been over 2 months since I have been in the BattleStation subreddit. I'm eager to see if there are any new and exciting setups that will tickle my fancy. So I say we take a quick peek. Do you also feel slow and on edge when this happens? Pun intended. Ever since I started using Opera as my main browser, my workflow has almost doubled in pace. It has all the relevant features built right into it. For instance, Aria, their browser AI, it can not only answer any question you ask it, but you can also highlight words and phrases on any website and get either a translation or a brief explanation of whatever you highlighted. Two very handy features are the ad blocker, which you can turn on with one click, and the built-in unlimited VPN to browse freely without worrying about your privacy. Your tabs are automatically arranged based on related topics, and you have direct access to various social media apps and even an integrated music player to play some tunes from Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, you name it. I absolutely love the video pop-out feature since it allows me to watch content while also browsing the web and working on other tasks at the same time. Time is money, and if you're like me, you'd want to save your time. So go ahead and click my link below to try out Opera for free, and let me know which feature is your favorite in the comment section down below. And right off the bat, we have a seal of approval set up. Eric starting off the show literally at the top of the page, which is awesome to see. This was posted 20 hours ago. It's got 1.3K votes. We are literally starting off at the top. To be honest, I'm not surprised to see a seal-worthy setup on the front page of Reddit. Looks like this was taken before he got the seal. This was actually one of the photos in the submission itself. It would have been cool to see an updated picture with the seal of approval on the shelf. And no, that is not a seal of approval on the top left. I thought it was at first, but it's actually some sort of music award. I just can't get enough of that awesome custom frame that your dad welded for the shelves and the desk. That was seriously big brain. And my voice is cracking already. We just started. We just started. As always, it's awesome to see a seal of approval set up on the Reddit BattleStation. What is going on with my voice today? Right underneath that, we have a setup that is using a Kyoto Monochrome TechSource mouse pad. That is awesome. We're off to a great start, you guys. I'm really happy. That puts a smile on my face seeing one of my pads showcased on the BattleStation subreddit. I believe this user is also a part of the Discord server. I think I've seen this setup circulating in the setups channel, but definitely loving the vibe of the setup. Very earthy, very naturey, cozy, I guess. Cable management could definitely use some improvements. I think it would have been cooler or better to route the cable alongside the bottom of the shelf and then maybe route it on the left side because you can clearly see it from the right. And I'm not sure about this loose cable going down the PC case, but other than that, I mean, it looks like an awesome setup. So this one's posted 23 days ago. I hate wires, 4.2K votes. Wow, I love that. We got another floating, it looks like another floating desk setup. I would have to assume that the cables are ran through the wall and underneath the desk. That's one of the things I hate about Reddit is, or the BattleStation subreddit, is that you can only post one picture, unfortunately. This subreddit has been out how many years, and we don't have an option for a carousel or like a montage of pictures. I don't get it. But yes, from what I can see, I mean, the setup looks clean AF. Even the cables from the PC aren't visible in the corner. Wow, he definitely either photoshopped the cables or he spent a good time routing them precisely. Fantastic setup. Warm Gang Assemble. This setup looks somewhat familiar. I feel like this person has been on Setup Wars, or I have reacted to a different version of this setup before. The symmetry, my lord. We got to stop here for a second and just appreciate the symmetry. Can we drop a line like directly in the center and see if this guy actually put in the effort to make everything symmetrical? Because it seems like it is, at least to my naked eyes. We got stands on both sides for his little plants. There are 3 plants on each stand and 2 items underneath. Like, he put the attention to detail. I gotta respect that. I gotta point that out. Even the freaking pictures on the wall. I mean, the lamps. This is amazing. This is so beautiful to look at. Even the stuff on the shelf, guys, check that out. We got speakers on both ends and then 3 items on both sides. What appears to be like a bell in the center. This guy's a symmetry god. My lord, I can look at this all day, honestly. Oh, is that a little display on the bottom? That's so cool. Oh, that's genius. That's actually genius. There's only really two ways to do a dual setup with this if you want to maintain symmetry. Number one is if you have to stack another monitor on top, which it looks like he doesn't have the space for that. So a second option is to find something smaller and put it underneath the main monitor for reference material or notes like that. And he definitely took the smarter choice. So fantastic, fantastic. I think this might even be seal worthy if he comes on the show. Built, if you're watching this video, toss a submission, man. We'd love to see you. Wow, this one looks interesting. I have questions. My first thought is that's an aquarium sitting next to his electronics, but then when you think about it logically, it can't be an aquarium. That's just, he's very brave to put liquid next to his electronics, so that has to be a mineral PC, but I don't see any components. Like, where are the components? Unless these are the components in the back. I don't know what I'm looking at. I have to go in the comment section to confirm because that does not look like a mineral PC. It's an aquarium. I'm so lost. I don't know what's powering this monitor. It has to be like a laptop or something tucked away. Maybe the PC is underneath the desk actually, but I've never seen an aquarium this close to electronics. This guy is definitely brave. Wow, this looks good. Wow, this looks clean. 18 days ago, 2.8K votes. My room is ready, perfect for a snowy day. I love those panels. It's hurting my eyes that the shelf is not centered, but I get it. You know, you got a window on the top right, but from this distance, it looks nice. It looks cozy. For Frodo, a Lord of the Rings inspired battle station. This reminds me of that one dude who had like the Lord of the Rings shields and armors. Bruh. I forget which video that was from, but he had the same type of setup and like wall decor. These two must be cousins or something. Can you imagine bringing a girl over and asking her if she wants to see his big sword? Imagine bringing over a girl and showing her your big, shiny sword. That is one lucky girl. Minimalistic setup. Anything I could add. 1.5K votes, 11 days ago. Yeah, I mean, it's clean, obviously. You definitely need a mouse pad. I could already hear that noise of the mouse scraping against the desk. Could I possibly interest you in a TechSource mouse pad? We have a new website, by the way, in case you missed the announcement, techsourceshop.com. We added a bunch of cool features like filtering. You have an all-white setup, so we can filter by white, for example, and you can check out all the pads that we have in that specific color. Personally, for your setup, I do recommend going with Topo White V2, our top seller, or Cyber White. I think Cyber White will look better because we have a bit of subtle black accents in there as well. Other than that, honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe a bit of greenery to add that splash of color. But if you're into that monochrome color scheme, like I am, of course. Oh, you know what? You do have greenery up there. That does not look green at all. It looks like you adjusted the saturation, but I could be wrong. But yeah, other than that, maybe you can add some stuff to personalize it because right now there's nothing that separates this setup from someone else that decides to copy it. Like when I look at the setup, I don't know anything about you. Okay, what in tarnation? I can't tell which one's the primary display. Why would you have a 49-inch on the side like that? This is just not optimal. I would have to assume that the smaller display is your primary. That's literally the only thing that's in front of you. And then you got this super ultra wide. This guy is afraid of stacking displays. I don't even want to get into the vertical monitor on the side that's hanging for dear life. Like, what possessed you to go with a monitor layout like this? It's just so bizarre. Looks like the speakers are also blocked off by the monitors. There's literally nothing on the surface of the desk. I'm always against putting the keyboard and mouse in a drawer. I just feel like your hands are at an awkward angle. You don't have enough space for your wrists, but you know, to each their own, I guess. Unfortunately, the PC is being blocked off, but you know, I feel like that's the least of this guy's worries. If this layout works for you, by all means, man, more power to you. But this does not look functional whatsoever. See how much better this looks by adding some green plants? Like obviously he's going for mostly a monochrome. That's a cool color scheme, monochrome. Obviously he was going with a monochrome. I said it again. Obviously he's going with a monochrome themed setup, but adding a splash of green in there gives it a nice cozy vibe. And I love this. I don't know if there has been any adjustment to the saturation. It seems like the rest of the setup is desaturated on purpose, but it looks clean. I like it. That monitorizer looks awfully familiar. I think he's using the Bololo monitorizer, which is the same one I used in the more recent setup makeover, which you guys will see in a week or so. This is hands down one of the best risers I've used because it's a modular design. You can add accessories to it. And just by looking at the photo, it looks like he added a stand in the middle to hold his portable display. Phenomenal. Awesome pick. Whoa, what's this? Complete wooden dual desk PC. I haven't seen one of these on here in forever. We got a desk PC, custom made it looks like. Super ultralight as a primary and another 27-inch up top for an overhead. Wow, that's a pretty sick system. Building a PC inside the desk is not easy. I've been there, but building an entire desk yourself is actually even more impressive. I wonder how the thermals are in here. Oh wait, we have a hardware info monitor on the top. Wow, that's cool. That is cool. Here's a really cool closet setup. Only 340 upvotes. That is embarrassing for this subreddit. Like cool setups like these don't get enough recognition, I feel like. But then you put a setup inside of a damn truck and all of a sudden you have 50,000 votes and you're on the top. Makes no sense. We gotta show some more appreciation with these types of setups. Like that is so freaking clean. Come on. Definitely deserves more than 340 votes. Like, let's be realistic here. We got a floating corner desk, perfect width of the entire room. We got brackets on the bottom for support and some shelves up there to support the Funko Pop collection. It's got personality, it's clean, excellent cable management. I mean, I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed. This is such a clean and awesome setup. It's a dual setup too. Looks like one side is for the PC and the other side is for watching content, maybe console gaming. And it's got a sick, clean PC in the corner as well. Why aren't you guys voting on setups like these? Come on. I got a feeling the DC fanboys downvoted this setup on purpose. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Even though this has been posted 23 days ago, it's got almost the same amount of votes as that awesome closet setup. Like if this isn't the perfect representation of the Battle Station subreddit, I don't know what is. Man's using a freaking potty training toilet seat as his chair. Lord. I think my daughter has that same exact toilet seat for potty training. Whoa, that is cool. That is cool. 234 votes. Why? This is such an epic setup. Look at that, that's clean, I love it. Quad monitors, the top display could have been flipped upside down to minimize bezels, blah, blah, whatever. But I mean, it's such a clean setup. No cables in sight. We have a small form factor build on the side, a bit of lighting. I mean, I'm just confused. I'm legitimately confused. What does it take to be on the top? What does it take to get at least 1,000 votes on here? I feel like this subreddit has really died in the past year or so. Let me know in the comment section if you guys agree or disagree, but honestly, I just feel like the community has taken a big dip after COVID was over. Which is sad to see because this place used to have so many unique and inspiring setups and used to be so active in the past, but now it's a mess. We crammed our home lab, gaming rig, and work laptop dock into an old TV alcove. It's cozy. What purpose is this even for? Oh my God, there's no legroom. It's not functional. There's no way this is an actual setup. We started off so great. We started off at a high, and honestly, as I'm scrolling down, so does the quality of the setups, right? Like this type of setup is perfect for maybe monitoring security cameras. It's not an actual functional setup where you have to sit in front of it. 212 votes. All right, well, on that note, I'm gonna be leaving the battle station for another few months. Hopefully we can get some nice submissions before I come back. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.